Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today's the day. Big Xbox showcase. It's in about an hour or so. And out to watch the pre-show with Jeff Keighley for the Summer Games Fest. So I thought I'd take the next 4 to 5 minutes to just talk about what I'm expecting, what I'm hoping for from both this pre-show and the actual games event from Xbox. So to start off, from this pre-show, I've been thinking about it and trying to think of how maybe the next 2 hours might play out. And I think this pre-show is going to be where the third party, either it's timed exclusives or exclusive content's going to be in it. Like the exclusive stuff for Xbox that is still third party is going to be in this pre-show, because they said there's going to be some reveals, some exciting new things to show. So I'm hoping for some cool stuff. I don't think we'll get Elden Ring, but man, if we do, that's the one thing. That's what I'm hoping to get out of this next hour. Hoping for an Elden Ring thing. Now, what does that mean for exclusivity with Xbox? I don't think it would be an exclusive, but who knows? Maybe it'll be a early release or something like that. But again, I don't think that's gonna happen. I just hope that there's an Elden Ring reveal, 'cause we've been waiting so long for something. Besides that, I don't really have any other predictions for this next hour. But once the actual Xbox reveal games event happens, then I'm actually gonna start having some predictions. Besides Halo campaign, which is confirmed, there is the rumors for a new Fable. I think that would be really cool. It's one of those things that, like, if it was confirmed, I'd be super excited. But if it doesn't get confirmed, I also can kind of leave it for now. Like, I know it'll happen, so I'm not like impatient for it or anything. And then to see what all their different studios are working on. I just want to see, it doesn't have to be stuff coming out day and date with the new Xbox, but just to see, say, from whenever the Xbox comes out in November, presumably, you know, onward, or is there a game coming out every couple months, or, you know, so that'd be really cool. You know, they're all going to be coming to Game Pass, which is the best deal in gaming. It's a pretty awesome service. So yeah, I think it'd be really cool. We're gonna see Halo. That's like the big thing. I would say I'm about 50% excited for Halo, and the other 50% is excited for stuff we don't know about, because that's always exciting when you know there's a show, they don't say everything, then you go, what's going to be on, you know, in this event, what are they going to show? So enough rambling. Halo, let's talk about Halo. Oh, I'm out of the screen a bit. So with Halo, I'm thinking we're going to have, in the campaign, I'm hoping that they show like a cinematic, like that would be in game, and then some gameplay. Obviously, we're gonna have the gameplay. We're gonna see what it looks like to play Halo Infinite in the campaign. So I'm looking forward to everything, man. Like, I don't know what to say about it. Like, I want to see the HUD. I want to see what it looks like looking through Master Chief's visor. I want to see weapons. I want to see abilities. Does Chief have a grappling hook? If so, I want it to be like Metroid Prime. If any of you played Metroid Prime 1, 2, or 3, you'll know that there's like a kind of laser like tether thing, like a tether that she can like shoot out of her wrist or whatever, and then or out of the cannon, and like grapple and swing across gaps and stuff. They could expand on it, but that kind of a thing would be really cool, I think. Be able to just like grab guys, pull a shield off of them. Think of the jackals in Halo. If they have those little energy shields right now, if you're playing from the Master Chief Collection or whatever, if you're playing any of the other Halos, you charge up a plasma pistol, blast the shield, then it goes out, and then you can like kind of headshot the jackal or something like that. Imagine if you could just like lasso or like shoot this energy grapple, or even just like a physical, like, you know, dart with like a cable on it, and just pull the shield right off of them, and then come up and do a little punch to the face or something like that. I think that'd be so cool. So I think that would be neat. There's ways that they can make the grapple cool, and I know that's not original Halo, but I think that that'd be really cool. I also hope for some, like, I do want Sprint to be in the game. Maybe I'll talk about this more in a bit, because this is starting now. So, we got a minute left. I'm going to try to run down a couple more things real quick, because I did forget that I've talked to my brother. We've been chatting for like weeks now about what we would want to see from Halo. I already talked a bit about the grapple and stuff. I mentioned real quick earlier, we were talking about challenges to unlock armor, and how we don't want to necessarily see all of the armor you can get in the game right from the beginning. We don't want to see like a list, oh, locked. Yeah, you can't get this one until you do this thing. We want to just kind of have some of those discoveries where it's like, oh, there's this enemy you have to kill before he runs away, and maybe if you did it, you unlock this thing, and people like figure that out through guides and whatever, but also through discovery. So that'd be cool. We want to see reason to go back and replay missions, not just difficulty. So skulls is a big way to do that. You can have unique skulls that do all kinds of things. You can have big head mode skull or whatever, right? You can have all kinds of things like that, things to look for in a mission that would work as a collectible. Well, let's just see what happens. Here we go. Oh man, finally something getting me super excited. Let's turn it up. What's that character? Oh, Psychonauts? That's something I don't know. They're just teasing some games here. That was Chief. Please, Xbox. Blow the socks off everyone. Quiet. They make an armor.
The Mjolnir exosuit is now complete.
Wow, that's some nice tech. Ooh, the
Even though
grapple.
this technology will save humanity in the war to come. I must remind myself.
This is awesome.
The crystal cannot rise on its own. Titanium alloy cannot prevail in the face of extinction. Armor cannot hope. It all means nothing until you step inside.
Fuck yeah. Okay, now we're on gameplay. Start a demo, so they're just gonna go right into a demo. Nice.
Am I dead already? I must be. I mean, this is a punishment, right? Yep, this is death. No! No! No, 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 no! This isn't happening. I'm going to have to make an emergency landing. Hold on, Chief. No. You. I can't stand this. Who you are.
Breathe.
No. You don't get to tell me what to do. You don't get to tell me anything. We're...
Calm down, dude.
Are you even listening?
I count 3 anti-aircraft cannons.
3 what?
You'll be safe here.
Oh, I'll be safe. Safe? I haven't been safe since I found you. I found you, remember? You were out there on your own, and you'd still be out there if it wasn't for me. I thought I was going home.
There won't be a home if we don't stop the Banished.
You keep saying that. We're outgunned, outnumbered. I know I saw condors over there. I'm going to dig through them and find one with the working sleep space drive. And when you're done with this war, we'll get away from here. Far away.
Wait here.
Oh,
Chief looks so buff.
let me see what I can find.
Cannons first. When I get back, we can look. Together.
Okay, big guy.
Oh man. The HUD. Yeah, he's got his grapple at right bumper. Looks like he has a bit of a health bar once his shields were charging up. Looking a little stuttery. Hoping that's just the stream. Oh, you got the drift. So we got a map, we got upgrades, database, TAC map. I think it showed it was on normal difficulty, if I remember the icons right, with like the little one sword and the shield. Yeah. That was just a regular elite. Guns. Was that trying to show off that if you shoot them in the foot, they'll stumble? Because that was cool, if that's true. Oh, can shoot through the wall. Nice. Not sure what that was. That looked a little wonky. And I saw you grappled in, but then... Saw some pop in there. Whoa, that guy came flying out with his grenades. Yeah, so now I think you're on your health bar there at the top. Oh, is this the Mauler? Oh, you can pick up stuff and toss it? Nice. I like that the spike grenades are back. I still feel like Chief is moving too slow. Shotgun's got a drum. So right bumper is to reload, and you hold it to pick up a weapon. Or at least at default. Left bumper is your grapple, left trigger is a grenade.
The UNSC lost this war months ago. Your people are broken, scattered.
I think they're still keeping up with the hip fire if left trigger is throwing grenade. Unless you still have to click the right stick.
I wish I could tell you it was difficult, but it wasn't. We are one step ahead, always. The ring is already under our control. Soon, the auditorium as well. The Harbinger and the Banished share the same goal. We fight together to honor the will of Atriox. But without challenge, I grew weary, lost, alone. But here you now stand. This is my last fight. A true test of legends. Our story will outlive us both. Set a fire in your heart, Spartan. Bare your fangs. Fight hard. Die well.
Still sing Holiday. I knew they would, but cool.
We hope you enjoyed your first look at Halo Infinite's campaign. I'm incredibly proud of the team at 343, and we're thrilled to share a hint of the epic battles that await you on the next chapter of Master Chief's journey. This is the most ambitious campaign we've ever created at 343. For the first time, players will have the freedom to explore a mysterious new Halo ring that's several times larger than our last two Halo games combined. Halo Infinite has been built from the ground up to take full advantage of Xbox Series X. Bigger battles, epic vistas, more complex visual effects, displayed with 10 times the processing power per pixel of Halo 5. This will be running at a flawless 60 frames per second and will allow us to bring the Halo ring to life in ways that have never been possible before.
So it was definitely the stream that made it look choppy.
Halo Infinite in the coming months, including the first look at multiplayer. And now, please enjoy a glimpse of what others in the Xbox Game Studios family have been working on.
World premiere.
Go. Survival game? Xbox is The Last of Us. I wouldn't need to touch that to know it was blood. What was the point in that? Ooh. A3.
Welcome everyone to the Xbox Game Showcase. Today, we're showing games from 9 of our 15 Xbox game studios, including unveils of 5 new first-party games. What you will see today is how Xbox game studios are harnessing their passions to bring their dreams to life. We believe that how you find and play your games is as important as the device you play them on. Xbox Game Pass is the best way to discover and play, and we want you to be able to experience as many great games as possible. So Game Pass members, you can play every game you see today from your subscription or free to play. These games will look and play best on Xbox Series X, delivering unmatched fidelity, performance, precision, and immersion. And we've designed the most consistently powerful next-generation console. And we've built state-of-the-art platform technology to allow every developer to realize their full vision. One studio that has always pushed the limits of our hardware is Turn 10. And they're early in development on the next Forza Motorsport. And Xbox Series X is bringing them closer to their dream of unprecedented realism with ray tracing and native 4K resolution, all at 60 frames per second. The trailer you're about to see was captured completely in-engine.
World premiere.
The in-engine doesn't necessarily mean this is what the game will look like, because it doesn't mean real time. What you want to see to actually know how a game will look is in-engine in real time. That means it's like running in the moment while you're playing. Right, Rare, what are you doing? Oh yeah, that's grounded, right? Or was that,
Our world has a rhythm. We all sense it. But
The
only a
Everwild.
few truly feel it. It is found in the smallest moments. In every step of a perilous journey. In the symmetry of ritual. In the bonds we share.
I love the art style.
And in moments of stillness. It teaches us to look beyond the expected.
Ew. Oh, it's babies.
To be a light in dark places. To seek answers.
This is the most we've seen of this game, but I still don't know what it is.
Stand watch over our world. Our world has has a rhythm. We all sense it. But only a few truly feel it.
I'm still thinking about the Halo campaign. I'm trying to decide whether I'm like what it was that I was excited about and what I wasn't. I think everything about it looks so awesome, but I don't know what this game is. Like, what kind of genre is it? I think the only thing that was a downside for me in that gameplay from Halo
Everwild will give
was
to you a
how slow
magical
Chief
and
seemed to move.
untamed natural world for you
That's it.
to explore and to just truly lose yourself
Never
in.
saw him sprint, I don't think.
It's a place to be eternal. And Eternal has the gift to sense and feel how magic flows through nature and connects every living thing.
My brother's
The
messaging
team
me like
here
crazy
at
right now.
S.T.A.L.K.E.R. are so excited to be working on something like Everwild, and I hope you're excited too. But I just want to take this opportunity to say a massive, massive thank you to everyone who's shown their support and love, and for the incredible, awesome, positive community that's already growing around this game. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Whoa, I just got hit with a flood of memories.
Love you, Mom.
You seeing what I'm seeing?
Mom?
Allison?
Yeah. It doesn't matter that they don't believe us.
We all believed that what happened that night was self-defense. But we couldn't be sure.
It doesn't matter that they kept us apart.
Brother, sister, we look out for each other.
It doesn't matter that finding the truth feels impossible.
We're all done with fairy tales.
The only thing that matters is you're my brother. And the only way to move forward is to keep looking back.
We've been getting these visions whenever we see or hear something really emotional. Everything we thought we knew about Marianne just got thrown out the window.
Not my kind of game, sorry.
She attacked you. We both saw it.
I thought coming here would be closing a chapter of our lives.
Nothing good comes from stirring up old memories.
We don't really have a choice about that.
There's always a choice, son.
I can't do this. Stop!
That's pretty soon. For the first chapter. Ooh, that's Ori music right there.
Hey everyone, my name is Gennady. I'm the co-founder and director of technology at Moon Studios. Today we're very excited to tell you that we're working on a very, very special version of Ori and the Will of the Wisps, specifically for Xbox Series X. We are now at a time where we can reach levels of fidelity and frame rates previously absolutely impossible on any console. An already gorgeous game like Ori can now run at 120 Hz refresh rate in full 4K HDR in its highest quality, delivering unprecedented game feel with silky smooth animation, super crisp, sharp image, and low input latency, which is just so important for the tight and precise platforming feel of this game. We can also boost the immersion in different spaces in our world by using premium audio tech that we previously just could not simulate in real time. And with all of this crazy hardware power, we can give our
The guy taking a nap
more
at the front.
options with how they want to play our game. We can't wait for all of you to experience this very special version of Ori coming to Xbox Series X with smart delivery later this year.
I don't think it's going to be that much different.
From the furthest reaches of the universe comes the biggest mystery in the galaxy.
An abandoned research facility, and now shady corporate intrigue.
Marvel of the Gorgon asteroid. A sordid stopover, full of salacious secrets and scandalous strangers.
Greetings, attractive patron. You are looking downright unlawful today.
With the right kind of case,
They wanted us to develop a miracle drug.
can put you on the wrong side of a gun. Or sword. Or this thing. Thrills. Danger.
The new expansion.
Intrigue.
A word of advice before you go, Captain? Trust no one.
What will you find on Gorgon?
This unit cannot bring you any drinks in its current state.
Hey, that's not too far.
If you're waiting for the biggest game of the year, then wait for Cyberpunk. But if you're ready for the smallest,
Didn't expect that.
we've got you covered. From Obsidian Entertainment, the makers of games that are nothing like this one. This summer, strive togetger to thrive.
I really hope my brother wants to play this, because I would love to play this game with him.
And go solo.
I feel like this would be a fun one to stream. I played the beta. It was fun.
At Obsidian, we're dedicated to pushing narrative and role-playing games. It's something we do every day when we come to the office, and we can't wait for you to play our next great adventure, Peril on Gorgon. It's the first of 2 planned story expansion packs for the Outer Worlds that we're putting together with our friends from the Private Division. Now, it's also important that we continue to evolve how we tell stories in games, and Grounded is the perfect example of that. The team has been working for the last 2 years on how to tell an Obsidian story within a survival game. Now, what's great is that you're going to be able to play the game on July 28th on Xbox Game Preview and on Steam Early Access. We want to hear from you, and we want to continue to build Grounded together. Oh yeah, if you've been wondering, we have been working on that next big Obsidian RPG. Check this out.
Ooh.
World premiere.
Just artwork.
We have always known war. It forged our empire. Turned heroes into queens and
That arrow was going far.
and decimated our foes.
Wow, nice shot.
Now our oaths are lost, forsaken. And you must face the monsters.
Oh. This looks awesome.
Sins have borne.
Elder Scrolls competitor.
Is an oath.
Is it a dragon or just some other monster? Avowed. I like the name. I like how that looked. Just gave you enough to go, okay, I see what they're going for here. Probably too early to show anything yet, like in terms of actual gameplay, but I appreciate knowing kind of what they're going for.
Avowed is an expansive first-person RPG set in the fantasy world of Eora. When Obsidian Entertainment joined Xbox Game Studios, they told us that this epic game is the one they want to make. As creators of critically acclaimed RPGs, this is Obsidian at their best, and it is being built from the ground up to take full advantage of the power of Xbox Series X. At Xbox Game Studios, we also work with independent developers, always with the goal of empowering them to bring their ideas to life. I'm excited to announce our work with Interior Night, a new studio led by some of the most talented storytellers in our industry. Let's meet Caroline Marshall, studio head of Interior Night, to debut their original game.
Bonjour, I'm Caroline from Interior Night. Our team is really passionate about interactive storytelling because when you play a story, you step into the character's shoes. You get to experience their fears, their hopes, their conflicts firsthand. And in the process, you learn more about yourself. And this is quite powerful. Our first game spans 30 years in the American Southwest. It's a story about family, resilience, and sacrifice. But most of all, it's about how you will shape the fate of real, flawed people trying to find their way in a world they don't fit in. I hope you enjoyed the trailer.
World premiere.
Good, we're only halfway through. Want more?
We were on our way to start a new life that summer. For our family, it was just a stopover.
For mine, it was the end of the road.
On the ground, now!
The sun went down on all of us that day. Was it fate? Coincidence? No. It was a long-forgotten secret, buried in the dark.
There's this interactive comic book.
All my life, I've been scared of the shadows. But now, I'm finally ready to step into the light. I got your letters.
Here at Ninja Theory, we're hard at work on all of our projects.
Show us something really
Senua's
graphically
Saga,
amazing,
Hellblade 2,
please.
which we announced at the Game Awards back in December. An incredible 3.5 million players have now experienced Senua's story in Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. We're excited to start giving you an insight into what comes next for our Celtic warrior. An experience that we'll be building in Unreal Engine 5 for Xbox Series X and PC. I'm happy to reveal today that Senua's Saga will be set in the beautiful country of Iceland. And you can find out more about our location scouting and how we've discovered the history of our setting in a brand new behind-the-scenes development diary, which you can view straight after the show on the Ninja Theory YouTube channel.
Oh man, no new footage, I guess.
It's been so touching to see the impact that Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice has had on so many players.
Makes sense because Unreal Engine 5 doesn't get launched till next year.
Part of Senua's story so far, and we're excited for you to be part of our development journey from here on out.
We're not going to see a game from them for a few years now. Yes, in 3.
Say hi to Peter. He's on the line
What?
here.
Peter, he's been sitting there the whole time? Hey, who wrote the song?
Peter.
Oh, Peter, fantastic work. Love the song.
Very much.
It's gonna be fun to sing it. Now it's time to rock. Shall we start rocking?
Probably been a long time since you've had a visitor. I hope you don't mind pop-ins. Where are we?
Shh. It's a quiet
What?
place. Lost alone, neither skin nor bone. Just a thought is all I've got. Now my cover's blown. At the bottom of a lake, a frozen feeling. When my friends pulled me back up, I started healing. Now I can feel out the galaxy and hear the flow of time. Been so tense, but now I sense a reason to this rhyme.
I'm watching this as someone who doesn't know what Psychonauts is.
And I can taste the sky, and I can see each molecule through my cosmic eye.
Seems to me like a platformer.
Senses are the magic keys. They fill the holes I've had. Unlocking all my memories, which I never.
I'm not a fan of this art style myself. Not saying it's bad, just not my thing.
We can't wait for you to experience the amazing games built by Xbox Game Studios, and there is just so much more for you to play on Xbox. We are partnering with thousands of creators, from the largest publishers to the smallest independent developers, to bring you the broadest variety of games ever. There is one developer in particular that is close to us, not just geographically, but in history too. I'm thrilled to announce that this fall, our friends at Bungie will bring Destiny 2 to Xbox Series X and Xbox Game Pass. If you are one
Oh, they're bringing it to
of the
Game
more than
Pass.
10 million
Wow.
Game Pass subscribers, you also get access to all current Destiny 2 expansions starting this September.
Huh.
For Game Pass Ultimate members, Destiny 2 will also be playable on mobile from the cloud. Later this year, Bungie will also release a new version of Destiny 2 that is optimized for Xbox Series X. 4K resolution running at 60 frames per second. Here's an all-new look at Bungie's Destiny 2 Beyond Light.
I've seen terrible things born out in the darkness. Every moment brings them closer. It's time to step beyond the light.
Got some more looks at the darkness abilities. I don't know if it'll get me back into Destiny though. Kind of been out of it for a while. Wait, they pushed it to November 10th.
This is Destiny 2 that you can play any way you want thanks to Xbox Game Pass. Some of the world's most inspired developers are working on games for Xbox Series X, and we're just honored to be able to collaborate with them. Xbox Series X will empower both new and experienced creators to bring the future of games to life like never before. Unique perspectives, unexpected innovations, and fresh voices that demand to be heard and that we can't wait for you to discover. All of the games you're about to see are being built to launch exclusively on Xbox consoles. Thanks and enjoy.
Yeah.
World premiere.
Console launch exclusive. Not sure exactly what that means. What's this? Please be a horror. Stone. Wait, is this the oh, it's not. What was that game I was thinking of? What is this? Aesthetically, I'm loving it. Fallout. I'm not actually serious about that. Ew.
World premiere.
What should be a turn-based RPG?
My Lord Inquisitor, I've reached a term of prime and begun our investigations. Our recon squad has been
I thought
sent
that was
to
something.
Level 6 of the Hive to determine the full extent of the unrest. I'll know more when they make it back.
Those zombies had stuff growing out of them.
If they make it back.
Warhammer Darktide. But in game for me.
World premiere.
Something changed, my heart could not contain the miracle of this world and all that it creates. With every passing day, the winds might
All their recorded footage from their connects.
joy to light the
that Tetris? All the little blocks. Make a line. Hurry. Here we go. Oh, and the shapes have different sizes. Tetris effect connected. Cool. Taylor would like that.
Premiere.
I like SteamWorld.
Scan's a no-go. Sure you want to drop here?
Oh yeah. Already lacing up my boots back here.
What we got? Another good-for-nothing space rock?
Whoa. Hold on, let me check.
Find anything good?
Vex, you're not gonna believe this.
A lot of these games have very similar art style. Like I would, if you told me this was from Grounded, I would have thought that it was. I am interested though. Suck that thing into your hand. The Gunk. Ooh. Correct. Just tried to cut myself off, but the voices, they just wouldn't stop calling out to me.
It all starts with a dead girl.
So this is the medium?
A forest. The moon. Scent of pines. And then the gunshot. Every story has two sides. A regular, rational one, but also a darker and deeper truth. Not unlike a nightmare. I can see both. Worse, I can link them.
Hello? Anyone there?
Interesting. I love the idea of this, but so was this a timed or an exclusive just for when the console launches, or for a little bit, and then it'll be on everything? I'm playing this for sure.
World premiere.
Oh, we only have 10 minutes left. 10 minutes left to show Elden Ring. Come on. What is this? This Monster Hunter? I know it's not actually Monster Hunter, for the record. Not my kind of thing. But I like the variety that they're showing here at this showcase. I don't expect everything to appeal to me. Oh, it's that Phantasy Star Online 2 thing, thingamabob.
Luis Torres, I've seen your future. Global risk is scared of the weapon you will become.
Destiny chose me to save this world. And I will see it done.
Blacklist, we make our own path. We protect our own.
Can you protect me from fate?
Can you protect me from fate?
17 seconds.
We got company.
Soon, the entire world will burn. All because of him.
I heard about this. It's a single player campaign developed by a different team than the people who did the multiplayer for Crossfire. I don't know anything about it though, so I can't comment on any parts.
Today, you saw 10 world premieres and 22 console launch exclusives. Game Pass members can play every game you have seen today from Xbox Game Studios and all of our partners in the subscription or free to play. This is just a peek at some of the new titles coming to Xbox Series X. And some of the games you already love and some you have yet to play will also be optimized for Xbox Series X. Games like Forza Horizon 4, Gears 5, and Sea of Thieves. You'll get the next-gen upgrades at no additional cost when they launch. You can expect a lineup of over 100 titles for Xbox Series X this holiday season. With Series X and Game Pass, Xbox is the place to play, and you are at the center of everything we do. Now, you may have noticed we didn't get to visit all of our Xbox Game Studios today. That means we'll have more to share later this year. But until then, here's one more thing.
Yes, good. The one more thing. You need to do that every show. It doesn't matter how often you do a show. Here we go. This is the Fable. Playground. Oh, yep. There's the icon. It's a Fable icon on the hilt.
Of legendary heroes and treacherous villains. Of fantastical creatures.
Now I'm excited.
And wondrous places where nature and magic live in perfect harmony.
I was excited before for the event. I just mean.
Not all stories have happy endings.
Oh, jeez. Well, they got the humor still.
Has yet to be written.
That's about all I expected to get from Fable. It's just nice that they confirmed that it's a thing. It's interesting it's called Fable, so they're totally rebooting it. I'm assuming this is done pretty much now, but wait and see. So, I really want to go back and watch this Halo campaign slower and actually in 4K, seeing how like the VOD would actually look compared to the stream here. This was a fun event. I had a lot of good reactions to this. Okay. So, the event is now done. I just want to give my first thoughts without thinking about it too much. Just my initial feelings after watching this last hour. I really enjoyed it. I didn't have my I wouldn't say my socks were blown off or anything like that, but it was fun to see Halo again. I'm going to. In a minute here, I'm just going to be going through the video now that they have it like on their YouTube channel. You can watch it in 4K, watch a little bit in more detail and slower, so I can see if the stuttering and some of the stuff that I saw in the stream was because of the stream, or if it's actually in the game that it's a little bit framey. One of the things I really liked in this whole event though was that they started it with Halo. They could have put it anywhere, it would have been fine, but I'm glad that they started it with it. We'll skip Halo for now. Everything else, it was cool to see that all these games you can play on Game Pass. That was a real push, obviously, that they wanted to show that you can buy Game Pass or pay for Game Pass and you'll get a ton of games, and here's what's coming. I was excited to see Obsidian, that they're making a game that's going to compete with, it looks like it's going to compete with Elder Scrolls. So they're going to have an answer for that. Medium is looking cool. It's looking good. I like how there's two worlds going on at the same time. Now we're going to dive into the campaign gameplay. It's about 9 minutes that they have here. I'm just going to kind of skip through, and just rewatch a couple of clips over and over again, because I want to see if there's anything I can take from this. Sorry, my cat's climbing on my computer. Okay, so let's see. Right at the beginning, I'm wondering if this is like a portal that you can go between parts of the ring. I guess one thing I was hoping for more of with this reveal was not just going, bam, jump right into gameplay. Here's gameplay. It's just a little bit of like shooting and then that's it. That's over. I was kind of hoping for some more talking about it, like, and here's kind of what you were thinking of for the campaign. You know, in the campaign, you're going to be able to do this, and here's your map, and da da da. It's like you really have to watch and kind of pull stuff out for yourself. So I felt like that was kind of weird. I'd like to see like Bonnie Ross just talking about the game. You know, that would have been kind of cool to go with this, not instead of this, by the way. So we have like the pressing start or hamburger button.
This is a punishment. This isn't happening. I'm going to have to make an emergency landing.
And this looks okay, but facial animation's alright. Nothing that's going to be groundbreaking, especially after Last of Us Part 2. Chief looks dope, though. Chief looks awesome. Then there's some dialogue that I don't really care about yet, and I felt like that was weird that all this talking took up 2 minutes. Yeah, we know who. Last trailer. So, this looks good. Look at Chief. Look at this guy. And one thing I noticed throughout the whole gameplay, but I didn't want to talk too much, was that I'm wondering if this game actually uses ray tracing, because I don't think it does. It doesn't seem. I felt like that might be a drawback, because seems like a lot of. I mean, I'm not as smart as a lot of people. Seems like the shadows, the contact shadows between models, just doesn't seem. Can't tell you exactly what it is, but like for example, this piece of fabric here on top of his shirt, it's almost like it's blended together. There's no shadow like showing like it's touching or anything like that. So I don't know. That seems weird to me. And like that stuff, some people could go, well, who cares? Like it really doesn't affect the gameplay. That's true. But just I'll show it a little bit later. But it kind of makes things look like they're floating or like they're not quite in the same world. Whereas like you look on Chief's armor here and there's a lot more to it. Like you can see the depth here. You can see that this piece of armor is on top of that because there's some shadows there. But what are you doing? Get off. Cats, I tell you. So let's continue. Okay, so doesn't quite look. Is this supposed to be 60 frames per second? Definitely stuttery. Like some in full screen. So we got some gun batteries that need to be destroyed. Up here you can see shields. I think that's a health bar underneath there, like I was saying when we were watching live. Grunts look great. You can see right bumper for plasma pistol. You also have right bumper for your grapple. I guess if you're not standing on top of a weapon, right bumper is for plasma pistol. But I thought it just showed, like a moment ago, I thought it just showed right bumper for reloading too. Yeah, what the hell? So how do you do you have to like, maybe it's just you have to hold the button in order to use your grapple. Just looking around like this, and then you just tap it to reload. That could be it. We got an empty slot down here for the grenade, which it suddenly has. Maybe there's grenades on your vehicle. Man, like I just hope the game runs better than it looks here. I'm wondering if it's running on an older, like a older Xbox. It's not running on this. So we got, when he's hovering these the gun batteries here, like first of all, maps 3D looking. I doubt you'll be able to like go down into it and look at it from the side like in Doom or in Metroid, but this is fine. Doesn't really have much detail to it. So when they have this highlighted, you can see up here, it looks like normal difficulty for this objective. I doubt it's a mission itself. I think it's just the open world looking situation. So normal difficulty, this AA cannon is controlled by a command console inside a control room underneath the cannon. Use the weapon to hack into the console and destroy them. And then I'm guessing this is experience points that you could use towards upgrades. That's my theory so far. So you get 320 XP maybe. They hover over another one. It's this exact same thing. So okay, so continue there. You can see you can click right stick for player, so I bet you that'll home in right to center the screen on your character, the little arrow. You can press Y to view missions. Set a waypoint, you can close, you can zoom. Then you have your, and this is your attack map, obviously. Then you have a database, could be collectibles, could be mission objectives. Maybe pressing Y to go to missions just goes to that, I don't know. Upgrades, that's what that is. That would have been nice if they talked about it. That would have been cool. Then they come out of the map and you could see like it did a pop in, right? So it obviously unloads the environment when you're in the map, and then once you go back into the map, it's reloading everything. Still see it pop in, and that's where I feel that this is a part that's being held back by older systems. But I think he set the waypoint. Yeah, and then you see the waypoint up top there. Spot. Drive. And you're still seeing pop in. Like, I'll show another one here that I just saw. Right when he goes off the jump. Right when he goes off this jump, watch to the left. Look right around here where my mouse is. Yes. So, more stuff here. These objects that are basically buildings and stuff, they just look like they're floating. Doesn't look like they're touching the ground at all because of the lack of shadows, in my opinion. I feel like just having more shadows would be huge on this. Yeah, you can see a light being shone on here. Like, you have shadows, but not the contact ones. I don't know how else to describe it, but like rocks just don't look connected. Wish I had like a clip or something ready to show a comparison, but like all this feels like it should be darker down here. This log laying on top of this log, that should be dark in there. Why is it all the same color? I like the model. I really like the models for the assault rifle, but again, I feel like there should be darker parts to it. It feels like it's all the same color. I feel like this is just the biggest thing that I'm noticing out of this. It's really my one of two negatives. Everything else, I'm like, I want to play this. I want to play some new Halo. This looks great. It's basically the lack of shadows that just makes everything look the same color or kind of blah. And then how slow Chief seems to move, sprinting, which. So even here, this object sitting on the ground, no shadow there. Over here, barely any shadow. Like, it just should be darker. Gun sitting on the ground just looks floaty. I like that it's highlighted, but these rocks even, like, everything looks floaty. Why is it so light in color? Or in why is the shadow so light? Oh, actually, second here, right here, right when he's about to pick up this VK-78 Commando, that tells you some more info. It's like tactical rifle / kinetic / auto. So you know it's an automatic rifle, shoots kinetic bullets. I think that's kind of cool. I'm gonna pause it later to see if there's any shown on the plasma weapons. I imagine it'll say plasma or whatever. So watch when he runs up this. Look how slow he's moving. Ooh, sprinting up this ramp. That was so slow. Like, what is this? Like, I don't know. For me, I just feel like Gotta move faster. Like let's go here. Watch the difference between walking speed and then suddenly running up that ramp. I think it's the same. The walking. Oh, run up this ramp. I don't think it changed. We got some brutes, stuck an enemy, which is cool. Shoots him in the leg, which I think is makes him trip. And I'm wondering if they were doing that on purpose to show, or if that's just a fluke. But I think that was on purpose. I think they were trying to show, like, look, you shoot him in the leg, he'll trip. And I think that's good. I think that's cool. That's the kind of interactivity that you want to have in a campaign. And he's able to shoot him in the head to finish him off. Good reload animation. I like that. This gun looks good too. Same shadow issue I was mentioning though. Just gonna go back a second because after he kills him here, so you got pick up drop wall. So it looks like equipment is back. I mean, pretty obvious, but still, just putting that out there. It looks like you got equipment again, like in Halo 3. You could drop down a little drop shield. So now they call it a drop wall, I guess. Got some spike grenades, I think. So he picks up, use the drop wall, and you can shoot through it, which I thought was cool, because like Halo 3's drop shield, no one could shoot through it. So then continuing through here, uses his grapple, which also doesn't move very fast, and it seems like once you do it, you're just stuck moving towards them. I'm hoping that there's like, because I can imagine myself on, say, a legendary difficulty, you're grappling a guy, you're flying in towards him, and then all the other guys shoot at you, and you just instantly die, and you're like, well, I couldn't do anything, I grappled him. But he runs up, he grapples up, hits him with a spike grenade, and it still doesn't kill him, so I thought that guy seemed a little bit tough. It was a little bit weird. Activates a thing. Then there's a lot of pop-in up here with the fog. I mean, that's a far distance. You can't really get away from that too much, but you also could just leave the fog out of it and not have anything go in your face. So that's pretty stuttery turning around there. Oh, Jackal. Now we got this Ravager. I never saw him pick this up, actually. So you can, instead of reloading, you vent the weapon. You can see the heat right here filling up as you're shooting. Looks like it has a blade on the bottom. I don't know if we see a melee with it, but we're back to percentages for the plasma-based weapons. So wait, pick up pulse cannon. I just want to see if it shows the ammo type on that too. No, it just says pulse carbine. So the carbine could be like a 3-bullet burst weapon instead of a single shot. A lot of suicide grunts here. Again, there's grass here. Like, I just feel like more shadows. More shadows on all this to make it better. Like, those shadows are pretty low resolution too. That's the biggest thing holding it back, I think. And again, if the game is fun to play, it doesn't really matter. So it looks like you can grapple anything. That's huge. They don't show it too much. I thought this was a Mauler, but now it seems to be more of a precision weapon that, like, it's big caliber rounds. Because I saw that, if you saw, when he was reloading that. Watch when he reloads this. Look at that bullet. That thing is just a shot right to the noggin. Is gonna kill someone. So that's cool. It looks like you can grab fusion coils and toss them, which is cool. Took out the shield. Jumps in there. Just showing the variety, I guess, of what you can do. But again, just like the fact that there's no one talking, no one explaining much there, it's just kind of odd. I want to pause it when he's picking up this shotgun here. Shotgun, kinetic, spread. Yeah. It only seemed to say that information on the human weapons, so. Weird shotgunning from so far away. I just realized now you can see the grapple recharging like a ability in Destiny. Building up. And that's about everything we need to look at now. So yeah, that's just a few things I've noticed so far. It sounds more negative than I actually feel about it, but I thought I'd point those things out because I feel like that's going to be the things that a lot of people focus on, is like, oh, well, this doesn't have this, or this doesn't look quite as good. And I feel like articulating why it might not look as good as some of the top quality games coming out could be a good thing, just to kind of go, well, I don't think it's the models. I think those look fine, and you know, maybe special effects could use some work, but in the end, it's a Halo game, and multiplayer is what's going to keep people playing it. Campaign is super important in Halo, and I want campaign that's fun to play with my brother. That's been a big part of our lives growing up. So this already looks like something we're gonna have a blast playing together. I just thought it was interesting with shadows. I thought it was interesting, you know, the slow sprint, and yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed watching and experiencing some finally some new games, some new Halo information, and appreciate you all. Let me know if I can improve and what ways I can improve on my content, because I want to get better. I want to start doing more often, but yeah,